Hi, I'm Tanya, and this is my daughter, Simone. Simone is 3 weeks old, weighs about 9 pounds. I'm wearing her in a Sewfunky Ring Sling in the newborn carry, known as heart to heart or tummy to tummy. You can wear your baby in this carry from birth, and today I'm going to show you how to do this with your baby.
First, make sure that your ring sling is properly threaded and it's not twisted. Next, you're going to want to put the rings a little bit higher than you want them to end up because they'll sink down as you put the baby in. Also, have it nice and evenly tightened and pretty snug because babies don't take up a lot of room and it's easier if you start with it pretty tight. Spread the fabric across your back and just again make sure it's nice and evenly tightened. Next, you get your baby and put them up onto your shoulder and put their little feet through inside the pouch that you've made. And you're gonna sort of slide them down. You see I have my hand up on her bum inside the slings. I guide her down inside the ring sling and position the baby right in the center of your body. So they're not gonna be over on your hip, they're gonna be right in the middle of your body. And now I'm making a little seat with the fabric. So I'm taking the bottom rail and tucking it up under her bum. And just make sure that their knees, once you sink them down into their seat, their knees are a little bit higher than their hips. And now I'm going through and tightening the ring sling. So I usually start at the top and then I just go through and tighten sort of strand by strand all the way to the bottom. So now it's pretty snug all the way through. She's definitely safe and secure in there. But I'm gonna just go through and make sure that there's no slack anywhere. So I pull the fabric down across my back and I just check for any spots where it's loose. I start at the bottom and you can see I'm actually pulling out the slack, making her seat again, and then pulling the slack through the rings. And I'm doing the same at the top. And you would do the same in the center if you needed to. Once it's tightened, just have a feel for everything. Take your hands away and make sure that it all feels good.
Now that your baby is in the sling, let's go over the safety checkpoints of wearing a newborn in a ring sling. So first of all, your baby's going to be upright, so straight up and down, and nice and high on your body. In fact, close enough for you to reach down and kiss their little head. Also, you want to make sure that their back is really, well, the whole thing is nice and snug, but especially their back. If you miss tightening this middle part, they're going to be too slouchy. So you can see here that she has a bit of a curve to her spine, but it is pretty supported all throughout her body, all through her back here. Regarding their face, you want to make sure that you can see their face, that their chin is up, so you can see that their airway is clear and they're breathing. They can face either way, obviously not facing your chest, so either side, and just make sure that you can check on them easily and see that they're doing okay. Regarding the positioning of your baby's legs in the sling, they can have their legs out or in, whatever they're most comfortable with. You'll probably find with a newborn baby, their first week or two, that they prefer to have their legs in, just because they're very curled up and don't want to spread their legs at all. So both are okay as long as all of their weight is being borne on their bum. So the sling here, you make a seat with your ring sling, the fabric, and that's carrying their weight. So if they have their legs inside the sling, you don't want them to be sort of sitting on their feet or sitting on their legs. You really want to mimic the natural positioning that your baby does when you just hold them on your chest. And if your baby has their legs out, you want to be careful not to spread their legs too far apart. So you want to just do, again, naturally what they would do if you were just holding them. So even though a ring sling only goes over one shoulder, it should be really comfortable to wear and shouldn't feel uneven. If you find yourself wearing your baby and either having shoulder or back pain, there's a couple things that you might want to check over. So first, make sure that the fabric is spread across your shoulder and not scrunched up at your neck. So if you find as you're wearing your baby that it's cinching up towards your neck, lift their bum and then pull the fabric away from your neck and spread it further across your shoulder. And next is on the back of your ring sling. If you notice that your back starts hurting a little bit, all you need to do is reach around and just re-spread that fabric across your back, nice and low, as much as you can. And you'll find that that distributes your baby's weight much more across your back, and you should be more comfortable.